playing a pedal left. What's up, YouTube? It's Aiden. Welcome back. Wanted to make another teaching video today. This is something that I've thought about for a long time and keeps coming back up in my own problems and stuff. And that's just being deliberate. So, let's start this off the boring way. What does deliberate mean? I cut it off the top of my little outline right here. Here it is. Deliberate means being done consciously or intentionally. And intentionally, not or. Those are the same thing, basically. So, just doing something on purpose. Now, what does that mean, in regards to the trombone? Well, I would posit that most of us are not really conscious of what we're doing when we approach the instrument. And by approach, I mean like, just as an example, how we start playing. A lot of us just kind of go and just play. There's no like checklist of things we do before that happens. It's just kind of like question mark, play. Those are the two steps. Like, and then notes come out. And there kind of needs to be a longer, more detailed checklist of things that happen. I think some people are semi-conscious of this. There's people that are not conscious of this, and then there's people who are just ultra aware of everything they're doing. So, this can be good and it can be bad. I think it's best for this thing to be like a natural thing. It needs to be kind of easy. I think this is where people get hung up and maybe they get focal dystonia or something. I've known players like this that, they'll like put the horns up their face and they're like, and it takes them forever to start a note, and maybe they can't start a note. Maybe they have really a problem doing that because they're just getting stuck on like one of the steps in their checklist. That's not good either. I don't think we should all be on that side of the equation. I think it should be an easy thing. But I think it's better to be aware than not to be aware in most circumstances. I'm going to give myself some leeway there. It's really easy to be in a hurry. And it's kind of why I made this video, is because I've been practicing for stuff. I've been traveling and practicing, doing all these weird things. And there's some days where I like get out the horn and I do my warm-up and I'm just like, why do I feel so bad? And I'll think about it for like 5 seconds and I realize that I have not been deliberate at all with my playing that entire day. I'll just kind of like pick up the horn and just be like, all right, here we go. I know what my warm-up is, whatever, and I just kind of zone out. And I do it, and I'm not doing it very well the whole time. I'm not being aware. I'm not being deliberate. And it's just kind of bad. And then if I realize that, step back, okay, rest for like 30 seconds, drink some water, and then start over, but being deliberate, everything is so much better. Only just turning on that mental concept. So that's my experience with it. I think it's really important, and that's why I'm making this video. So how do you become more aware? Because that's the first step, right? You have to know what you're doing. I've done this by making about a zillion videos and putting them on the internet, and I can go back and watch them throughout time and watch what I do. There's videos of me from high school, and I kind of watch them and I realize I'm doing some weird stuff, like I'll breathe before I bring the horn up to my face, or just dumb stuff like that I had no idea that I was doing, and definitely contributed to problems that I still have now. So making videos of yourself, even start now, just kind of forget that you're making a video and just play through an etude and then watch back. There's many reasons you should record yourself, but even just for this, watch how you start it and be like, wait, why do I move my entire face before I put the horn on my face? Or, weird things like that. Just notice those little things so that when you actually play later, you can go, oh, hey, I'm doing that thing that I noticed. Should I be doing that? And, just obviously take recordings because you can hear this stuff in recordings as well. And, of course, the long goal is to come up with your own approach. You need kind of your own personal checklist of things to do before you play. Like, I'll go through mine really slowly here. So I want to have the horn in a good spot, so I set this up. I want to have my hands in the right position, kind of make sure my shoulders are a neutral position, not too far forward or too far back or up or whatever. Hands are in good places. I have a good balanced instrument. Since I have the ergo-bone, I have to have it adjusted right, and it is. I have to have this adjusted right. Maybe I'll empty my spit valve. The mouthpiece on my face, kind of remember what it feels like, since this contour is a little different. Think of the note I'm going to play, because I want to play a specific note. I'm going to hear that note in my head, or as close as I can get since I haven't played in a while. I'm going to breathe in through my corners with my mouthpiece on my face. And then exhale, basically. And of course, does that whole process really take that long? So from right here, that's pretty much the whole thing, from having a horn on the ground to playing. I'm going through that entire checklist of things. And there's probably some more stuff in there too, like maybe if I'm getting conducted in or something, I've got a subdivision going in my head. Da, 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 and I'll play with that. All those things are going through my head. Not every time, obviously, since I still have this problem, but every time that I'm conscious of it. And I'm not, literally going, step 1, pick up instrument. Step 2, bring instrument closer. Step 3, move this. I'm not doing that every time. It's a natural, fluid thing when I have it going right. And that's what it should be for everybody. So, there you go. There you guys go. I just want you guys to be more deliberate, because I should be more deliberate. And this is something I see in a lot of my high school, middle school students is, they'll have an entrance coming up in like 3 counts and their horns are still down. And they'll go, and just like barely be able to play. And I'm like, I don't think they're being very deliberate. So there you guys go. A little video about this. Don't want this thing to fall. And I'll see you guys next time. Going to NAMM, so I should have another report about cool instruments and stuff. See you guys.